Apology video titled "I Messed Up" featured a thumbnail of a completely barren Braille house, and the content
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy McFish Sandwich and I'm sweating right now. Why am I sweating? Because my window's closed? Because there's a giant, huge convention out there and they're playing copyrighted music and I don't want to strike. My window's barely open, it might pick it up. But yeah, there's girls twerking out there and all kinds of stuff. I'd show you, but this is a skateboard channel. It's a family channel. I can't do that. These videos, we've been blessed with dumb data over here breaking it down for us to see what this whole Braille thing was really about. Was it about money? Was it about not being able to pay rent? Was it about not being able to pay the skateboarders, even though they had a huge distribution deal with Walmart and all these other stores selling skateboards and shirts and shoes and all kinds of stuff, but they didn't have enough money to pay for the team? What is the real reason? Let's find out by dumb data. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to this video, and make sure you become my friend because I want to see you on all my platforms. And I'm almost moving out of this space right here into my own space, so we're gonna get crazy with the videos. So make sure you like and subscribe that, and let's go and see what dumb data has to say. Dumb data?
Braille is embroiled in a barrage of comments berating Aaron Kyros' behavior. Kyro published a 20-minute monetized apology video on July 20th, which was essentially a long-winded monologue that danced around the YouTube channel's latest warehouse closure drama and the allegedly murky communication to the team's on-screen personalities about said closure.
So that's rule number one. Whenever making an apology videos, don't make it monetized, because I don't feel like it's a real apology if you're just getting paid to tell people a big old circle, you know what I mean? Just running around the bush. No, go through that bush and don't make no money and just take the hit, you know what I mean? Come on now.
The apology video titled "I Messed Up" featured a thumbnail of a completely barren Braille house, and the content depicted Kyro introducing himself before proceeding to give an unwelcomingly wordy personal background, then sharing his goals before briefly stating that he's willing to say he's sorry on social media about hastily closing the warehouse without giving much notice.
I made a bad decision.
Is it me, or does this whole thing just look staged? Like, you're like, oh, I made a bad decision, dude. I'm sorry. I mean, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to do the right thing. I mean, people who usually are in business are supposed to do the next best thing. Even your religion probably says something about doing the next best thing. So why are you sitting here monetizing your apology and saying, hey, I made a mistake, get over it, let me rebrand Braille? Like, no, it don't work like that.
At the time of this edit, 4,500 comments have flooded the video, and it's pretty clear the internet did not appreciate the apology, with 37,000 dislikes vastly overshadowing the 5.2 thousand likes. Most of the disdain in the comment section had to do specifically with how Aaron did not give the remaining team members a formal opportunity to skate at the warehouse before it closed down, and Kyro subsequently went so far as to block some of them on all socials after Ricky and Nigel and Glow hard posted their thoughts on the events surrounding the warehouse shutting down.
So let's basically call that strike two now, as a business person and as an individual, how you just went out on your team members that just had your whole channel up for the last 3 years, because you've been out there, you know, just living a Scientology life out here in space, you know, killing it with Xenu or whatever the hell, you know, out here just living that Scientology lives. The whole time you're in the Milky Way in the galaxy with Iron Man and Aquaman talking about, you know, Scientology really is the way. Y'all should check it out. Y'all got mad because the players that were in the key positions in your company were like, whoa, we got fired. We're not going to stand up for this. We're not going to be quiet when the main owner has done some weird ass stuff like this. It ain't going to fall back on me. You know, it looks like the other team members has values, you know, business they stand on, you know what I mean? They're not going to be out here falsifying the funk for Aaron Kyro. They're going to put him on blast, as they should. And you got mad about that out there in space. So you came back to Earth on some hoe ass shit. I see that. I see it, Aaron. That's strike two, homie. We ain't even a homie. It's Chromie. Crody.
In an attempt to look at the situation from a higher level, some questions come to mind. First, Is the closure of a warehouse a big enough event that would justify its riders severing their affiliation with Braille and in turn Aaron Kyro, or was the closure an opportunistic scapegoat for the last few members to get a window to flee? Traditional skate brands like Santa Cruz, Zero, Baker, Girl, FA, and even newer, more on-trend brands like Sci-Fi and Limousine don't live and die by the closure of a warehouse. In fact, some of those brands, especially the newer ones, almost certainly don't have warehouses, but still have what at least appears to be a tight-knit squad that sells boards and merch.
And it's 2024. I see companies nowadays out here in the Bay Area out the trunk. Like it's 96 and they got burnt CDs. If you know, you know. A thing called CDR, recordable blank CDs. And they used to burn them things and sell them out the trunk. That's kind of how skateboarders get into now. We're going out the trunk. Anything that we could do possible to get them boards out to the masses, to make that bag, and to really be about the skateboard industry, that's what we do. You know, come out the trunk or out the room. In my case, out the room. Selling products and making them out the room. You know what I mean? You do what you got to do. But that doesn't determine if the company is going to be around or not. That's just some wholeness and some bad finances and somebody who really just don't know about what money's all about.
Couldn't Braille riders still be employed by Aaron's company, meet up every once in a while for skate trips, and film videos at skate parks in the absence of a warehouse? Kyro said in his apology video, and a little bit in the Lamont Holt interview, that he purposefully structured the Braille financials in a way that offered a salary to anyone who signed a contract with him to film content. He also offered health insurance and matching 401k benefits on top of a salary, as well as the traditional practice of paying out board sales royalties to its pros. The way Aaron sells this package, it sounds like he believes this is a much better way to get paid to skate than the traditional sponsorship structure where pros for core brands only get paid in royalties and need a supplemental skate shoe contract on top of a board brand to make a living. The problem that arises, and is now an obvious flaw in Kyro's business structure that led to a mass exodus of Braille riders, is that Aaron can't pay his employees if they don't go to the warehouse and film videos.
And that was the loophole, folks. Aaron Kyro knew that his contingency plan of having the Braille house was the only way that the pros could get skate or could get paid to skate and have their health care and make a living. He knew that because he knew one day he was going to pull the plug. And now today he is ruining into that quick maneuver that he's been planning for so long, because I bet in the contract it said something about this. And no one's like paying attention to it. They're like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, the Braille house will be here for a while. Because you got distributors that's going to Walmart, Kmart, Target. Major corporations are selling Braille. And you mean to tell me you didn't have enough money for the rent for the freaking space that the Braille skate park was at? How many caps you trying to buy? Anyway, if you lasted this long in this video, please smash that like button. I love dumb data. This was about maybe a quarter into the video, so please watch the full video on Dumb Data's channel. I love him because he breaks things down so well and so critically that you could just have to see your eyes just open naturally to the facts that are right there. It's like numbers, it just can't lie. But I thank everybody who watched the channel, and thank you for joining this journey with me to find out the realness of what was going on with Braille, and not the fake, dumb, made-up answer that Aaron Kyro tried to preach upon us and gaslight us with. Watch the full video from Dumb Data, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.